Alright, what happens when you're sewing with sheer fabric and your seam, your perfect seam, you're sewing along and you get this where your fabric falls off. You're not in a rolled hem anymore. It's basically rolled over and it's just a raw edge, just like that right there. And you can see where I have taken and pulled out the fabric. Let me see if I can get it to cooperate here. It is slinky. It doesn't want to work. But anyway, so this is it right here. The little portion I want to show you. Right in here, right down through here. I've already pulled the thread out. So it was just rolled over and sewed. And that's not a perfect seam. When you do a rolled hem in something like sheer fabric, you don't want to see the raw edge of the material. You want it to be rolled over nice and pretty like this. Right in here. So what happens if it comes out? Can you salvage it? Yes, you can salvage it. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to drop the foot off so I can show you that underneath the foot there is a little hook right in here. Right here is a hook, basically. And so, see if you can see it better. It's just right there. There it is. You want to take your fabric and roll it back onto that hook, right at the start of where the thread picks up. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to put my foot back on. And I'm going to take it and move you over here so you can see. But I'm going to take the fabric where it's come off and it's not perfect anymore, and I'm going to roll it back on, and you can see it's already picking up right there, and it'll almost do that automatically if it's, been sewed and you've got a good, but you can see right there that it's picked it back up, it's rolled it back into the hem, and it has hooked itself right in the fabric where I wanted it to, and you can see it coming out the underneath the hook right there. The hook has caught the hem and is caught up in there. See, it won't come any further because the hook is up in there where it's supposed to be. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to keep it there, and you can see on the back side there is a little groove where the hem goes through. Right in between there is where the hem slides through. It's just wide enough and deep enough for the hem to sit down into, and you can see it better there on the back side there where the hem sits down and the needle goes right in here. Your hook is under here. This is where it comes out and it's rolled. Your rolled hem comes out. This is the raw edge, goes in here, and you're going to pull it right up into that point, right to where it catches on that hook, and it won't move. And you want it to be right there, and you're going to give it a little extra fabric so that when you're going to roll it back over and give it a little extra, and I'm going to hold on to my fabric, my thread tail there, and I'm going to do a little back stitch just to hold my thread into place, to lock it back in. And then I'm going to take it and do a couple runs. So see if it's, and it's catching back up into it's catching it back in, and it's going to look like I didn't miss a beat, didn't skip a beat, didn't lose control of my fabric, and you can see down in there that it's rolling it perfectly along. And right there you can see that that rolled hem is taking that raw edge and is just folding it under, catching it up in there. The thread is catching it, holding it into place, and we have a perfect seam coming out the other side. Right there. See all that? And you can see where I picked it up, put it back on, and locked in my thread right there. And you can see that it's a perfect hem. So if you're working with voile or sheer fabric and you lose it and it's just a raw edge sewn onto the fabric, you can go back and pull out your stitches up into the point where your, say right here is raw edge showing. You can pull out your thread up into the point where your perfect hem ends and your raw edges are showing. Pull it out a stitch or two back behind your perfect hem. Pull all the stitches out. Be careful so you don't snag the material. And back it up in there. Roll it back up in there under your hook so that it catches just so slightly and you can't pull it out. And then set your foot down and go back at it. And you should have a perfect seam just like I have here. It has picked it back up and is doing perfect. So there you have it.